What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another daily news extra. The first one of this week, and I think not the last one because it's a big week. It's an important week. It's the last month of the transfer window, and we need so much still, even before the injuries. And we will get in all the things, all the links at the moment. You know, old names, new names coming back on the scene. We will discuss that. Before we get into the news, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so before we get into the news, and you can see it already. Quick update today. Pogba should get his last final, what do you want to call it, test, and then he and the club will make a decision. But we can assume he will be out for a few months, a couple of months, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. But he will be out for a couple of months. On top of that, McKennie in training dislocated his shoulder, so he wasn't even on the bench for the Real Madrid game, and he is out for at least a month. And according to reports, it could be at least 4 months. Forget about that for a moment, but at least a month is like 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks is a usual time you need to recover from that type of injury if it's only dislocated. If it's worse, let's see. We don't know, but McKennie is out. He will miss the first games of the season quite a lot, like 3-4 games he will miss, which is bad news. Missing Pogba and McKennie, the only 2 players who actually have the ability to score goals consistently, or like be dangerous in terms of goal scoring consistently. We need to miss them, and that's a big issue. And depending on how long Pogba will leave, how long Pogba will be out, and also McKennie, things need to be done on the transfer window. Now, as said, things needed to be done even if they were fit. That was just my opinion, but now they're not fit. Big decisions need to be made, and we get into it immediately with the Kostic news, because that's the big news of the weekend, and especially of this Sunday night when I'm recording, basically. It's the Kostic news. Now, that Kostic news came up already by Romeo Christie, saying, like, keep an eye on it now with Pogba being out, Kostic 4-4-2, all those things. It could be a concrete solution now, because before that it wasn't. I think we all agreed on the channel, even Romeo said it, like it was a name, but it was not a name the club was actually working on. It was more like, okay, he's an option, we don't really need him, just good to know he's out there. But things are kind of changing at the moment. Now, he's in talks with West Ham, but he hasn't agreed terms with West Ham for the simple fact that if you join West Ham, you don't play Champions League football. Not this season, not the following season. I'm gonna say never in the foreseeable future. And he is playing Champions League football with Frankfurt. He is. They won the Europa League. They're in the Champions League. And then on top of that, Inter and Juve are interested in you. Clubs who are playing Champions League football and who are supposed to compete for trophies and play Champions League football the following seasons. Now, Alfredo Pedula is saying Kostic has been reproposed to Juve, who are thinking about it, and Inter, not really. The wait in both cases the cases will last between 48 and 72 hours. Otherwise, he will sign for West Ham. So I think if we go off this report, Kostic is basically still saying, like, come and get me. Yes, I'm in talks with West Ham, but please come and get me. Previous reports, Fabiano Della Valle, all those journalists said, like, weeks ago, agreement in place with Kostic, no problem. The fee with Frankfurt is not really a problem, like, it's a little difference. It could be bridged really quickly. Now, if that's the case, if that was true back then, which I struggle to believe, then this deal can be closed really quickly. It couldn't be closed, let's say, on Monday already, today, if that really is the case. If it's a few millions here and there, because West Ham was apparently going to pay what we were offering to begin with. So if that's all is true, a deal for Kostic can be done quickly. It could be today. Like, if you really want Kostic, You know, I've seen people say, oh, he can play left back, he cannot play left back. If we play 4-4-2, I'm a little concerned because I think he's better as a wing back. That's just my opinion. Yes, his stats look good. You know, he's not very technical, but he's a workhorse, and I think that's why Allegri kind of fancies him. But he's not a left back, so he's not gonna replace Alexandro or Pellegrini because I don't think he's a good left back. He's a good wing back, but we don't play in a 3-5-2. But let's see. I do like Kostic. And if McKennie's out, if Pogba's out, Chiesa's not back, all those things, it might be we switch to a 4-4-2, and then he could be a solution better than Rabiot, playing Rabiot in 4-4-2 on the wing like last season, which was horrendous to watch. Let's be honest. But let's keep an eye on this situation because he is a name that, how do you want to say that? Like, it could be done quickly if you want, in my opinion. So it's a name we need to be, looking out for. If I'm completely so we need to think about that. Now the video is all Serbia linked. Also the next story and the last story is all Serbia linked. So let's move on to the name everybody is talking about, and that's Milinkovic-Savic. Now, we have been linked with Savic for years. At least 4 years. At least. And he was close. I think it was 4 years ago. We agreed terms. We were in talks with Lazio, and then we just pulled out of the deal because it was too expensive at the time. It's still too expensive, but the reports are, the news is Lazio do need the money. Savic is pushing to leave, but nobody is willing to meet Lazio demands. So they're coming to a point where Lazio is even like, okay, we need to drop our demands a little bit. Now, people in the comments will say Monblano said we offer 40 mil plus Rugani, or 40 mil plus Stem plus Rovella or Fagioli, all those things. I don't think we're offering that. That's a very complex offer in my opinion. I think Lazio want cash. Now Tuttosport, and it's not just Tuttosport, like more newspapers are pushing this story a little bit, saying the name of Sergio Milinkovic-Savic is back in fashion at Juve, especially given the many injuries in midfield, but snatching the Serbian midfielder from Lazio is a mission that's anything but simple. Convincing Lotito to let him leave would require a bid of around 70 million euros. Excuse me. We're not paying 70 million euros. Nor is Man U paying 70 million euros when they can get Frankie de Jong for the same amount of money. I don't believe Arsenal are going to pay 70 million euros for Savic. So he's going to stay at Lazio, or Lazio need to drop their demands. That's what I believe. I don't think we're in for him, because I think we were in for him, but then we made the decision we are going to get Pogba on a free. Injury, okay. But I think that was a decision that had been made a few months, weeks ago, whatever. The issue is we haven't spent money. Like, we spent the league money to get a replacement, and that's it. We spent money from Cambiaso, he's not here to help us, so I'm not going to include that. Di Maria, Pogba, free agent. So I said it many times, my hope is that we still have money to spend, because we need to spend. We need so much, and if you watch our Real Madrid game, preseason or not, some positives, but also the negatives are old negatives. Negatives we knew would be negative going into the season. Players who are not good enough. Players we need to replace, or need to be benched, and someone needs to come in to compete with them or take their spot and push them to be the backup. And we're missing starters. Number-wise, we're missing. We missed 3 up top. We only brought in Di Maria. We're going to lose Ramsey. Okay, was never in the plans. Arthur's going to leave. Rabiot still wants to leave. What's going to happen with Fagioli? All those questions. This week is a big week. If we get Savic, I will be absolutely stunned. I will be shocked. I will be, wow, amazing. I don't believe that at this moment in time. I actually don't believe that. We're still with so many in midfield. I'm not saying good quality, all of them, but we are with too many. I think a lot of things need to happen before we can get, in that bidding war with Savic. Also, the season is about to start, so are Lazio going to sell to Juve, even if you want them now, and find replacements? I don't know. I think it's too late in my opinion. If Manu comes in, I think they will deal with them quite easily. But with us, I struggle to see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I struggle to see it. Now the last bit of news. Before we move on, I want to say this once again. Let me pull it up. We have the members prediction league. If you want to join, you don't need to join. If you want to join, hit the members button. You can join the Discord group, the private group chat, and the private prediction league. You know, as you can see, great prizes. You can win an official jersey. You choose home, away, third kit, name, no name, badges, no badges. That's up to you. That's first place. Second place is a €50 gift card for the Juve store. Third place is a 1-year free membership. So if you want to join that, hit the bell notification button. Join the members club. Join the Discord group. DM me on Twitter or the main account on Twitter. I will put you in the members chat only and the Discord prediction league also. Let's move on now to the last bit of news, also linked with a Serbia player, and that's Milenkovic. I will read the news out first, and it's linked with Rugani. Empoli, official request for return of Rugani to replace Viti, who went to Nice. Juve can now turn to Milenkovic, who Inter also like, after contacts days ago. Juve have opened up to selling Rugani on a loan. The negotiation with Napoli may soon be in full swing. Now, there have been rumors that Rugani might leave. It's been kind of rumbling for a few weeks now, but I was like, nobody really believed it. Is it going to happen? Because the main issue is he's on 3.5 almost million euros net a season. He was linked with Bologna. How are Bologna going to pay that? And how are Empoli going to pay that? Even if we sell him on loan, which it doesn't really make sense. Let's be honest. Do I think Milankovic is better? Yes. But Milankovic is not going to start. I don't believe he's not going to start over Bonucci or Bremer. So you're kind of loaning out, because that's what's going to happen with Rugani. You're loaning out Rugani a backup and probably going to pay his wages unless he drops his wages to go back to Empoli. To bring on another backup, you need to pay a transfer fee and his wage, full wage. So it's a weird situation. I actually don't see it unless Rugani wakes up tomorrow and says, you know what, I want to play. I want to go back to Empoli where it all started, breakout season. I will drop my demands with a little bit, and Empoli is like, okay, we will make this economical sacrifice and we will pay you what, let's say you go from 3.5 to 2.5, we're going to pay you that. I will still be absolutely shocked if that happened, but that's the only solution I can see happening. But then again, next season, he's coming back. I don't see Empoli buying him, and then you're stuck with God. Like, it's a weird situation. I struggle to see it, to be honest. Like, again, I will be stunned because I think a lot of things need to happen. He needs to drop his demands. I think Juve will push for another loan, but like sell, done. I think that's what the club will push for if they're gonna go back in for Milankovic. If not, it makes really little sense because he will return at the end of the season. Rugani, I don't think Empoli are gonna buy him anyway. So it's a weird situation, but the rumors are picking up that Rugani could leave. So we need to keep an eye on that. And yeah, Milenkovic, Milinkovic, Kostic, Vlahovic, yeah, that's that. That's all the links. That's all the players. But this week is gonna be it should be a big week. Pogba, McKennie news, but like transfer news, ins and outs. It needs to be big. I'm not saying we need to have 3 players signed, and although it would be amazing, but like we need to have concrete targets. We need to have. We're going for Kostic now. Yeah, Rugani is out. Arthur is gonna leave. I'm saying something. Depay is the guy we're gonna push for now. Like, I'm expecting that because the season is coming and it's not one player we need. We need more ins and out. So we cannot wait until the end of August. Like, that's too much. That's too long. We need it now. It's too much to do in 1 week, So that's why I believe this week is gonna be a big week, or like news-wise. But that's that. That's a daily extra for this Monday. Kind of big news. Let's see how it will develop. Let me know in the comments what you think, what we need, and who needs out based on those preseason games. And what do you think about bringing in Kostic, moving on Rugani, and bringing in Milankovic and Savic, a dream. I think everybody wants Savic, but for me it's still a dream. Let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also keep in mind today, like 99% sure today the winner of the Pogba jersey giveaway will be announced. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we will see you back tonight. Ciao.